Howdy, my name is Brynna, and I am going to be presenting my biofuel project. Slide right now. Okay, the biofuel I chose was biodiesel. But first, talking a little bit about a biofuel. It's a liquid fuel that is made from renewable sources. It is much faster developed than fossil fuels, which is why it's become so popular in society, and it's such a new, almost groundbreaking thing because it is from renewable resources, so it's not going to run out, and it's a much faster process. They're usually produced from plants in agriculture or algae. There's little fat pockets in algae where the oil is extracted from if it's needed in the biofuel. Um, However, I'm focusing on biodiesel, which is mainly produced from vegetable or actually known as soybean oil and animal fats. The animal fats is usually it's usually come from meat processing plants. It's also barely and partially sometimes, I guess, used, or yellow grease is used in biodiesel, which is produced in restaurants. It's like the grease that you produce when you're cooking. But the most popular is the soybean oil. So the beans are obviously first grown in the ground through photosynthesis, and then the beans get crushed, and a solvent, which is usually hexane, is used to extract the oil, therefore becoming soybean oil. This is more of the economical, I guess, earth part of biodiesel. It's the third most used biofuel in the US. This could be because only 1% of the US uses diesel fuel. Like big trucks use it. And so that's why this could be so, I guess it's not super low because it's the third, but it was said in like the UK, it's much more popular than it is here, as they use diesel more than we do. It's massively grown and increased since the 2000s, though. It was really low when the source that I used had it, but they said it's been growing since. It has a very low carbon footprint since it only emits 2,661 grams per gallon when usual diesel uses 404 per mile. Therefore, it's helping the emission of CO2 in the atmosphere and cutting back on that, which is combating climate change. It's been approved and tested by the American Society for Testing and Materials. It significantly not only benefited our planet, but also economically benefited the US. The sector has a $23.2 billion revenue and has created 75,000 jobs for US citizens. Biodiesel, if it was more popular, I think society would support it and talk about it more, but it's honestly not that talked about when it kind of should be. I said that my plan of action would be to mainly go to our younger generations, that they'll be the ones to like spread this out. They're the ones driving our next big round of trucks. I think, like I said, since this is such not only a planet loving thing, this is also an economically benefiting process, that this should be way more popular than it is. It's already made such an impact on our planet and I guess the US, and should. Here are my sources. Thank you so much. That's my presentation.